There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We can reduce the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. For the next 30 minutes, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the daily brief.
Hey guys, Bulma and Pip here. Playing some more South Park.
Hey guys. Some of our footage here in the beginning got corrupted for some reason.
Boo.
So we decided to fuck with it a bunch.
Yeah.
And do something a little fun.
Yeah, it evens out here in a bit, so.
And we are, yeah, no, it just goes on for about 30 more seconds, tops.
Yeah.
And we are huge fans of the Outer Limits and the Twilight Zone and
Indeed.
stuff of that nature.
I remember watching it when I was little.
Yeah, here we go.
A wee little Bulma.
Evens out
Inventing
right here.
stuff. You know what? That just made me think of, I don't know where, if this was in Super or where they added this in, but they, like, oh, Bulma has a sister and her name is Tights. And I'm like, what? What?
That's terrible.
And she doesn't even have blue hair or purple, it's just blonde. And I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, her mom had blonde hair.
Oh, yeah, true that. True that. Okay.
Does she have eyes?
Oh my god, yeah, she has eyes. Remember that time? I think it was it in Super where she had her open her eyes. I think it might have been actually the movie. Maybe it was Resurrection F.
That's just strange.
Or it might have been Battle of the Gods, because that was the birthday party. Yeah, I remember she opened her eyes. I was like, oh my god, I have seen all.
Yeah, that's just strange. You don't do that. That's like, you know, I was about to say that's like giving Link a voice, but then I paused and I thought,
well, you know, like.
well, excuse me, princess.
Oh god. No.
And that is why you don't change iconic things.
Oh.
Maybe not iconic, but just long-standing things.
It was the 80s.
Well, I guess it was.
Look at that animation.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
They all kind of have their own feel, you know. It kind of looked like in the realm of Gem and the Holograms almost, but a lot more cartoonish and not trying to be as real. But woof.
I suppose.
And then remember though, there was that one where like where Ganon kept was it? I'm pretty sure it was the Zelda TV show where he was going all over the like teleporting all over the place randomly while he was monologuing. Was that the Zelda show? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. It was just like, dude, why are you moving around so much? Like, and you're alone. I'm pretty sure he was alone.
Well,
show off.
I guess he probably just a little too many of the ADD drugs and
He's
spazzing
his number
out a
one
bit.
fan.
Took too much of that Ritalin. Was kind of buzzing around a bit, you know.
Gotta go. Kidnap the princess.
Zoom. Meow.
This is not Sonic.
Sonic doesn't go zoom. Sonic's like, you know that sound when he like spins on the little on the ground and do a little fastball. Now, I can't talk at all. I'm all mumbles over here. I'm all mumbles and stutters.
Mumble jumble.
Mumble stunder. Mumble stunder.
I remember, I think it was, I don't know if it was Burger King or McDonald's, but I remember, it's probably Burger King, because I remember being part of the Burger King Kids Club back in the day ski. I remember there is this little handheld Sonic games that they put in the kids' meal, and that was probably the coolest toy ever. It was a little, you know, they're, a little side scroller game with whichever character you got. I got the Shadow one, so it's just him going down a little track and, you know, jump over things, get the coins, whatever, the circles, whatever.
Sounds lame.
It saved me on so many road trips and just like trips in the car.
Man, I used to rely on that Game Boy.
Oh yeah, I know. Just like, oh, we're going somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those long car trips were pretty brutal if you didn't have something to hold your attention. I mean, nowadays everyone has a phone or something. Everyone's got something.
I saw they had some kind of convention and they were showing off new game technology, and there was like a drone you could control with your feet, and then you had a VR headset on so you could see what the drone is seeing, and they want to try and put these in.
That's not scary.
They want it and then there's like a virtual bug shooting game you can play, and like you control it with your feet. So the drone will be flying around and you'll see bugs on the screen that you're supposed to shoot. And they want to try and put these in arcades. I guess they're smart, like they won't hit the ceiling and crash into stuff, but they want to try and put these in arcades.
This sounds
so
like
kids
a terrible idea.
Yeah, kids like fighting drones and stuff.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I was like, okay.
I can already imagine the disasters.
One thing that seemed kind of cool, they had like a little like fighting robots mini arena thing, and like you control it with your phone. Looked pretty fun. I was like, oh my god. The little kid in me was going like, fight robots, woohoo! They look like little like spider robot crab things. I don't know.
Beat the crab people.
Crab people.
Crab people.
Master Crab Cracker, bring out the butter.
Uh-oh. But Butters isn't here.
I don't know what those things were, but they smelled like crab and kissed like people. How can we
It smelled like crab and kissed like people.
Yes, of course,
People.
What?
What?
That's terrifying.
What did they do to you?
Yeah, I'm about to say it's the implication.
It's always about the implication.
Woo! Damn Hog gave us his Hulu account.
Thanks.
Thank you, Damn Hog, if you're listening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, time to get back on That Sunny in Philadelphia.
God dang it, Netflix.
I'm ready.
Oh, speaking of Netflix, they just added the Captain Underpants movie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Especially if you have younger kids with you. I mean, Bulma here has that big nostalgia for Captain Underpants, so she enjoyed it all on its own. There were a lot of references and callbacks.
Yeah, I was super into the books. I remember seeing them at the book fair when I was in elementary school, like when I was 7 or 8. And I still have all the books and the 2 extra books that came with it, with the jokes and puzzles in them and stuff, the extra crunchy book of fun or whatever they called them. I got those.
I mean, there were definitely a few jokes in there that were meant for an older crowd. Like, there were a couple jokes that made me laugh.
Yeah,
Kevin Hart's in it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hart.
I didn't hear too much about the movie. But I saw they were putting it on Netflix this month, and I was like, oh, I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
And I was pleasantly surprised.
So if you got that Captain Underpants nostalgia, you'll like it. If you got young kids, they'll love it, and you'll tolerate it.
It's got I didn't really care for the soundtrack. You know, it was like kids bop it. You know, kids music, whatever. Not my thing, but the whole movie.
Thumbs down on the soundtrack.
I loved it. Some of the songs. They bow bow. They bow bow. Oh my god. And they played it for a long time too. They didn't just do it really quick and then it was done.
Yeah, it was good.
God.
I was jamming out.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing some Enter the Gungeon, just like, this is funky. I like it.
Yeah, I really have a huge soft spot for Captain Underpants because it inspired me to write my own comics when I was 8. I think I might still have it somewhere. I made a kind of spin-off of Captain Underpants called Diaper Girl, where
That's awesome.
she fights King Snugglebear, and he is controlling minions with Britney Spears music, and so I knock their headphones off and disconnect the brain control. You know, they're listening to "Hit Me Baby One More Time," and they're like, "Oh, thank you, Diaper Girl," and then I kick King Snugglebear, and he's dead. And it was amazing.
That sounds awesome. Should have
Yeah.
gotten it to market.
Yeah, I tried to make a couple copies, and I think I might have, I think I had sold a few copies. I got lazy. I didn't want to, I think I made maybe 3. And I was like, okay, this is a lot of work. I remember selling them, I think, for like a nickel on the playground. Like, I'd bring them to school.
Should have gotten in touch with Captain Underpants distributor.
Yeah, Dave Pikey, whatever.
Yeah, and be like, "Oi, I got a perfect spinoff.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Diaper Girl."
Well, they already kind of did that. They had the little, I forget what they call it. They had the little diaper baby spin-off book they did. I think he had a little dog.
Well, whatever, then sue him for
I know, sue them. You're like, hey, look, I
This was
did
my
this.
idea first. Clearly have the patents all written out.
Yeah. Oh man, that dude's a jerk. He's like, oh, I'll be your friend, only if you buy a phone plan. And they're freaking $30. I'm like, I don't want your stupid phone plan, dude. I'm just trying to get followers. I don't have to.
Gosh,
Hey.
it's almost like real life.
Oh my god.
Evidence locker after we nabbed that vigilante.
Man, I'm right in front of them. They're looking for the farting vigilante. Dweebs. I know.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Something? You could go wait for her out on the highway.
You know what? I'm sure my parents wouldn't come. They're probably arguing right now because that's all they seem to do in this game.
Yeah, I seem to do that a lot. Unplanned
You
Parenthood.
should really check out our new inventory before the lawsuits hit.
Oh my.
Ooh, condoms. Gotta be safe.
You know, guys,
know?
they do a lot of other stuff. They do a lot of good work for women.
You'll be back.
Indeed. Wow. People's is weird
Yeah.
thinking. I don't know.
Some people be crazy, yo.
Vigilante's taking all the fun.
We're not gonna get on that topic. Strain away, strain away.
Yeah, so I was telling Pip about this game I saw. It's not out yet, and there's no release date. You know, it'll be done when it's done. It's called Death Trash. Doesn't that sound awesome?
Sounds like a good step.
It's a post-apocalyptic talk, right, Bulma? RPG.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
Apocalyptopsis.
Apopolopotus.
Apopolopolis.
Estatopolis.
Hip hop. Hip hop anonymous.
It has real-time combat, so that was a plus for Pip.
Yeah. Make some real time.
It looks pretty funny. If gore and profanity and puke and maggots and decapitation makes you squirmy or shy, I would stay away from it.
Oh, it's just pixel art.
Yeah, it's just pixel art also. Looks awesome. I love the design. Like, it's...
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm interested. We'll check it out when it comes out.
Yeah, it's got like a kind of cyberpunk theme to it, and
Kind of indie game thing going, you know.
yeah, and there's co-op, so I am super down on that. That would be fun to play.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Hey, give that back.
Oh my god, that was so dick.
Yeah.
The freaking... I don't know what was wrong with the PlayStation, like...
I don't know, I think our Wi-Fi extender was just being gimpy.
I recorded a whole bunch of videos all in a row, and the other two were fine, but it was like, this one, for whatever reason, was like, nope, screw you, dude.
Nah.
That vigilante has given us all something to believe in.
Gotta get them goodies.
Oh.
And I'm like, man, there's so many things that, like, buddy powers I've unlocked and stuff, and there's a lot of things I remember seeing around town. Like, I know they're back in the strip club, there's a little hacky device I need butters for, so I'll have to go check that out. I'm curious of, like, that was, like, way back in the beginning of the game. Like, ooh, what's behind the locked door at the strip club?
Yeah, this seems like a lot of stuff to go back and retread through once you have all the powers to unlock everything.
I'm kind of scared because all I found at the strip club was rat shit and a jar full of goopy stuff.
Alright, I have a topic. This
Oh.
has been bothering me. I watched a video the other day, and I won't say any names. I won't call anybody out here. I'm bigger than that. But, they were saying how, okay, in Overwatch now, they're doing this, you know, esports promotion thing where you can
Yeah, they're doing the
spend
Overwatch League.
spend $5 to buy a skin, right? No more loot boxes. And now, guys, this isn't about supporting your team or whatever. This is basically them testing out, hey, if we let people just buy skins directly, can we make money from it? Don't be fooled. And the video that I watched was saying, oh, well, this is good. I like being able to just buy the things that I want specifically, and then referencing like Warframe, saying, well, that's a good market makeup that they have by saying, you know, you can just buy what you want and pay for what you want and fuck everything else. Warframe's free. And just that argument doesn't fly. I don't know, I was watching that video, it just pissed me off. Like,
Yeah.
no, Blizzard doesn't get a pass on this. You $40, $60 should get you a whole damn game. $100 should get you everything that the game has to offer. What's this nonsense where you can just spend upwards of like $500 with no ceiling? And, you know, that's crazy. Would you pay $500? Would you walk into a store and pay $500 for a game? Hell no, you know you wouldn't. You know you wouldn't. And there are plenty of games that give you the entire game for the asking price.
I mean, I'm thinking of
It's just
how much
greedy.
you paid for Injustice 2, and there's still characters that you have to buy, right? That they're holding on. Was it Darkseid?
Yeah, just one. Some pre-order bonus bullshit.
It's like, dude.
See, and that's another problem with games. Pre-order bonus. I bought the Ultimate Edition and I don't get all the characters. I have to pay $5 extra for Darkseid. Criminal. But I don't know. I heard that like Total Biscuit was talking to somebody, you know, an insider, and he had heard that said that Blizzard almost went bankrupt, like almost lost all their money on Overwatch,
Yeah.
which is like preposterous. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. World of Warcraft made them so much money they can like call themselves a first world nation. I mean, and then they're saying, oh, you know, guys, I understand that there's this argument of them saying, oh, well, we need to charge you extra stuff so for server costs and server maintenance. BS. These companies make so much money just off of selling you the actual game. Like, they have enough money to invest in keeping their game up and operational for years to come off of the sales that they make. And still make money hand over fist. But they just want to keep, keep digging into that wallet. Whatever. That's my gripe. That's my gripe. Just someone defending that crap because it's Blizzard. You know what I mean? And then using like the Warframe model to defend it. While the Warframe model is good, because Warframe doesn't make you feel like if you don't buy stuff, you are handicapped. And you can get everything in the game just by playing it.
Come here, little minion.
Criminal.
There we go.
Versus Overwatch, I certainly can't get everything in the game just by playing it. Maybe there's that illusion of it, but then that holiday event comes out and you realize it's all swiftly BS. Like the choices you make in those Telltale games. Oh yeah, they make you feel at first like, oh man, my choices really matter. And then by the time you're, you know, replaying the game for a second or third time, you realize, oh, my choices didn't matter at all.
What are you doing here?
Same thing here. They say, oh yeah, guys, you can get everything. But you can't. You know you can't. They know you can't too, because they crunch the numbers.
Thought you might end up here.
Well, that's okay. Moving on.
I say we rip him to shreds.
Uh-oh.
What you got, Bulma?
Looks like...
Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me.
It's him.
Hit me.
We're gonna try it out soon here, but seems like the Dragon Ball Fighters beta is having network issues.
What?
Yeah, they might be extending it past this weekend since it seems like people are having trouble hopping on it right now today.
Alright. That's good, because I'm too busy to hop on today.
Yeah, we haven't had the chance to check it out yet today, but
We've been swamped.
I'm going to try it out after we're done with this video, just to see if it'll connect. That's a bummer. They said they don't really know what's going on.
Not
but
necessarily a bummer if they're going to extend it further because of it. That seems like a happy bonus.
Indeed.
Especially not a noob. Easy, tough.
Jeez.
Well, I guess, you know, this is the whole point of a beta, to stress test your network and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
There we can begin. In the meantime, I must get back to my work.
Timmy!
Hey, don't mess with Timmy.
Mm-mm. I'm now part of the Freedom Pals.
Oh, man. Going undercover?
Yeah. Me and Professor Chaos are going undercover, yeah.
Let's see.
We're gonna prove our worth to them.
Not so fast. Prove that you really want to be here first.
Their place is so much cooler than ours.
What's up, Freedom Pal?
Yeah.
Damn it.
They invested.
Look at this. They got a freaking training room.
They invested in the infrastructure.
But DC is not better.
Let's see. In other news, God, we got a bunch of Destiny 2 and Bungie news because I haven't been. I've just been pushing it off to the side because I've been so tired of it.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll knock out like 3 in 1 here, okay? We had heard from a video and from some insider sources. Not insider sources that I heard from. You know, we're not that cool. But, some people heard that Destiny 2 was made in a mere 16 months due to development issues and, like, you know, the lead designer getting sacked or quitting amongst something, you know.
Yeesh.
Oh, yeah. So if you're wondering why Destiny 2 might be a little copy-paste, a little thin on the content from the original one, that's why. Because it's a shell game that they made in, you know, a fraction of the time that a normal game gets developed in. And it shows. Destiny 2, the developers were also quoted as saying that, well, gosh, guys, making content is just too hard. I cannot believe someone actually said that. So that's why they were focusing on the Eververse and, you know, monetization strategies through other means other than gameplay. Because making content that they had promised is just too hard. It's too difficult for them. Maybe think about another line of work then, guys. And in lieu of all the controversies lately that have been popping up around it, and their silence over the Christmas break period, Christmas and New Year's, Bungie finally responds to the community, and it's the usual BS, no surprises. You know, they said, oh, well, we're listening to the community. Don't worry, guys. Ooh, get some balls coming out and saying that again. But, you know, we're listening to the community. and we're gonna make changes and roll things out and add more things into, you know, more items linked in through progression. And
Yeah, I heard they're gonna rebalance the loot boxes,
Yeah.
and raids.
yeah, rebalance the loot boxes, make it so you get less duplicates. And but you know, guys, here's the fine line here: make it so you get less duplicates. But here's the joke: they can easily make it so you don't get any duplicates until you have all the items. But holy crap, they're not gonna do that. They actually lose money. They don't lose money, but you know, they don't make all the money.
Yo, the game director Christopher Barrett said that the Eververse was never intended to be a substitute for in-game content and rewards, and promises more direct purchase options and adjustments that will allow players to get the items they want more often, without relying on the luck of the draw.
Oh, direct purchase items. You know, guys, like Warframe. So it's okay now. Even though Destiny 2 is a $60 game with a $40 DLC pass, or, you know, however much the DLC pass is, 25, 35, it's too much.
You know, he's probably cheesed out like Kyle's dad here,
Absolutely.
Mr. Broflovsky.
That's crazy. I just hate how people are trying to bastardize Warframe's good monetization.
Let's do this.
Like, you don't get to monetize your full price game. Damn it, what is so mind-boggling about that?
Oh, hey, they're also promising to rework the rewards for Destiny 2's endgame raids to, quote-unquote, make them more unique and interesting.
You know, let me rephrase that. You can monetize your games, your full-price games. Just do them in meaningful ways. You know, I love this idea of selling us like piece by piece of content. You know, buy your content individually. Guys, you remember those days when, in order to revitalize interest in a game, they released an expansion pack? You remember that? I remember that, and that's how they kept making money off their old games, by reinvesting time and effort into the product and giving the people who are already invested in the community actual stuff. And then they go and tell their friends, man, the game was awesome before, it's even better now. And so then new people come in and play.
Yeah, I like this. This is like one of the top comments on this, on Bungie's, what they came out and said. Someone said, "It's too late. Bungie fucked up their last chance to keep me coming back for more." I think that's probably shared by a lot of people, maybe.
It about
Like,
says it all. I mean, guys, don't be surprised by their community feedback nonsense. It's the same song and dance that they've been rap-a-tap-tapping out here. Oh yeah, they're in total damage control mode. Their game's dying. Their community wants them to remove the Eververse, but they're not going to do that.
No.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to reinvest actual time and effort into their games to make money. You know.
Shitty ninjas.
Shitty ninja. A lot of gripes about these game companies lately.
He's trying
Mark
to
my
bribe
words,
me.
guys. Mark my words. There's a change coming. There's a wave coming. And it started with EA Battlefront. And someone else pretty soon is going to step out of line and get burned too. And then it's going to be that domino effect. Loot boxes are really stigmatized right now. And people are still pushing for them because they're making all the money. All the money. Like, PUBG doing that crap? Why do you think PUBG's doing it? Because they're making all the money. But that's okay. That's alright. People gotta make money, but you don't have to get ripped off.
Yeah.
Bring down the lightning.
Oh, that shitty ninjas. They're gonna fuck me up.
In lieu of
Korean.
in lieu of more, while we're on the topic before we shift away from it, I also saw something to the effect that the Battlefront 2 developers were EA Battlefront 2 Star Wars were restricted from talking to the community.
What?
Like, I guess there was like a Twitter post that some guy made that was shortly deleted. Saying that, you know, in response to a question, saying that they couldn't answer certain things about the question, but he'll try and, you know, talk around the restrictions that he has in place.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then the post gets deleted, so apparently that was a little too much. So if you guys are wondering why EA's been going down to ground and being real quiet right now, it's not an accident. It's not an accident. They realize very much that if they keep talking, they're going to keep lighting themselves on fire because they're a trash company that likes nothing more than to promote gambling to teenagers and young adults and people with gambling problems. I believe that absolutely and firmly. I'm not saying that as some like hyperbole talking point. You know, because they don't care. They don't care because they're making so much money. I mean, if I'm saying this too much, guys, like, go look up their stock prices sometimes. Sometime. It'll blow your mind. And then people talking about, oh, don't worry, guys, the outrage has died down. Like, no, it hasn't. People are still really pissed off. I'm still really pissed off about it. Because it affects gaming as a whole, and I enjoy this as a hobby and as a pastime. It's something I've been doing for a long time, and you know, it used to not be this greedy. It used to not be. You used to be able to get good games for good prices, quality. And now all these big companies that have made their name off of selling you quality games are now turning to fast bucks at the cost of consumer loyalty and whatever. Moving on. I bitched so much about this in like every video. It just keeps coming up though. Get out of my news feed.
Yeah, it just keeps popping up. It's like, we're not looking for it.
Alright, you know what? To counteract all this terrible shit news, I have a good one. Well, gosh, not really, kind of sad. But, we just heard this thing about this guy that's playing this golf game.
Oh, yeah. Desert golf.
Yeah, desert golf. And, you know, it is what it sounds like, okay?
A little mobile game.
A little mobile game, 2D side-scrolling thing where you knock a little golf ball into a little hole, and then the screen shifts over into the next area. This guy got into like 14,000 level 14,000 something before he came across an
Alright, ready to make some weather?
ungettable hole.
An impossible
An
hole.
impossible hole. He couldn't get it. And so he quit playing after a while. After
For like 2 years.
yeah,
he
2
quit.
years. And then there was a patch that said no more impossible holes. So he started picking it back up and playing it. And he got up to round. He was the second person to ever complete the game. It's supposed to be an endless game. At around 21,700, he just comes to a beach.
Yeah.
You know, no more holes. Just water.
Oh my god.
First of all, I want to say, good job to the developers for actually putting in like a little cheeky ending like that.
Right. It doesn't even say anything on the screen. You're just
Yeah.
at a beach.
Like, they could have just looped it or something in the code, you know what I mean? And after so long, you just go back to the beginning and start over. No, they were cheeky as hell. If you're some if you're some crazy person, or person with a severe mental disability that makes you do repetitive things
Yeah.
again and again and again and again and again, and that's just your thing, I like it. I like that they added that.
He
A
was
little
like,
sense of accomplishment and completion. But
man, I can't play it anymore.
yeah, but the guy admitted at the end of it, like, now I feel a sense of loss that I can't go back and play this now.
I can't golf in the desert anymore.
Yeah, like, you know, it's just his go-to
What
thing.
is life?
It was just his go-to thing to relax and chill after a
He was
hard
playing
day.
it for what, I said 4 years? I think so, like 4 years
Yeah,
and
something
like
like
400
that.
hours or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Hey man.
Crazy.
Rock on.
You beat it.
You do you, dude.
Dude, this is OP as hell.
This looks
Tupperware.
pretty-
He gets his mech suit, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then he shoots, like, you get three little rockets, missiles, whatever, and you can choose where they go. And they, you know, they hit more than one person, and you, oh my god, it is insane. I used it twice here. I was like, man,
Looks pretty good.
I was not expecting that. I was like, yay, boy, you're my new favorite character.
Yeah, are you about to die?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Oh no!
yeah. That's the end of Bulma.
Well,
No more episodes, guys.
the shitty ninjas.
Thanks for
got the
joining
best
our
of us.
South Park adventure.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. There's gonna be more. We'll start off the next one with me wiping these
There's no nothing ninjas out.
Yeah!
Well, guys, thanks for sticking through all the rambles and the raves.
Woo woo.
We'll
You
have-
guys are champs.
We'll have more for you next time.
With daily uploads on the Daily Brief.
See ya!
Bow bow.